What I can't stand the most about this is that you have to take the whole thing off and just to move the flaps so that you can put the audio. Can you see that? So that you can put all the audio and other cords on to this thing. I had this thing already set up, ready to go. And now I gotta sit here and screw this in just to redo all this. It's just out of control. Two mics kind of ridiculous, but we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. Man, I'm missing a lot of stuff, low key. All right, man, for real. Where's? Oh, I remember. It's down here. This is not. What's going on, everybody, man? We are back. We indoors because it is cold outside in Chicago. We ain't gonna do that like we want to. Today I'm talking about this little bad boy right here, and as you can tell by the thumbnail, there's a butt behind it, and butts. All right, first off, foremost, please, again, if you could like and subscribe, I appreciate y'all for doing that, keeping your boy honest with it. I told you the days is gonna be inconsistent when I post this stuff, but I'm gonna be there for y'all. I promise you that. I'm gonna be there for you. I'm gonna post it. But if you could, again, like, subscribe, keep your boy rolling. All right, so I'm talking about the Pocket 3, and I said yes, but right, because this thing, I got some thoughts about it, and I've had it for about what, 4 or 5 weeks now, almost a month and a half, and just to kind of experiment with it. And I know there's a ton of videos out on it, but I'm always gonna bring that A1 sauce with it. So let's get into it. So yes, I think personally this might be the best product that came out for content creators this year. It has everything you need as a content creator. You get a microphone, you get a camera with a movable screen, you get a gimbal, a handheld tripod. Honestly, if you are trying to start anything content creation in 2023 and 2024 going forward, there's absolutely zero reason why this shouldn't be at least a thought process for you to pick up, and I'll get into the price points and everything like that in the small details. So right off the top, to cut the BS, this thing has it all: 4K 60, 4K 120 slow motion, night mode, time lapse, the screen that you could flip horizontal or vertical, because that's what today's age has done for young folks. The microphone, and I'm gonna get into that microphone too. I keep on saying I'm gonna get into things and not getting into it, but I'm gonna get into it. It's just so many things that you can get out of this product. Now, I'm sorry, it's clanking together. I should have moved them. Let me do that. Let me move these far away from each other. Audio is coming out of this one, by the way, and that's weird. But let's see if the 32-bit float fixed the clipping. So yes, the Pocket 3. Now, if you had the Pocket 2, which I didn't, I didn't have any of the Pockets because they weren't like intriguing to me at all, like, because I had cameras, I had all kind of things. It just wasn't something I feel like I needed. But when they announced this, the first thought I had was, damn, another drone? They done got like 5 drones out this year. But it wasn't a drone. You know how DJI do like the teasers online. I was like, man, another drone. I can't believe. Anyway, it was this. And when they announced that, I was blown away from the moment I saw. I'm not even gonna hold you. Like, the thing that got me was the gimbal, not the gimbal, but the screen flipping, the new design-ish of it. You know what I mean? It was just, I don't know. It was just something that just caught me. That screen flip, boom, was it. But what sent me over the edge was the microphone. And I'm gonna start with the microphone first, man. So it come with this microphone, which is DJI's Mic 2, and it's not out as of this video as a standalone product. But let me tell you, if you got any of the other DJI mics, like the little creator like type things like this thing blows it out of water. 32-bit float is fire. Like fire. Like honestly, I got the Rode because it's 32-bit float. And just so that you know, the audio for this is coming from the Rode right now. I'll do demo and everything in a second. But where my your boy's still sleepy. So the mic is dope. It sounds good. It comes with the whole Pocket 3 setup. And now not only that, but it's easy for content creators to get 32-bit flow, which is a professional audio profile. And then secondly, it connects Bluetooth directly to the DJI Pocket 3, which is insane. You don't have to do too much of a setup, especially if you are a novice. That's why I say for content creators, this is everything you want. You don't want to think when you are trying to just hurry up and get whatever you're trying to get. And that's what this thing allows you for. Also, you know, DJI is hiding something, and I think they leaked it out first. I don't know. You know, that ain't my business. It's way above my pay grade, but not that I get paid at all. Subscribe. But this thing is just amazing. You can hook up 2 of them. Also, if you go into the profiles, you can see that you can hook up 2 mics, which is fantastic, you know, for all kinds of, you know, reasons and things like that. I'd imagine if they set this mic alone as a separate piece, because you only get one with the content creator kit, which is $669 here in US, I'd imagine that other piece would be like maybe $100 for this, a separate one, which is dope, you know, to add on there. $800 sounds like a lot, but you get 2 mics, you get a camera, gimbal, tripod, you get a lot with this. So and if you get the $800 bundle, you get an extra battery, which I will talk about that also, theme of this video. But those 2 things is what sold me immediately on this. And there's a ton of different features. Again, I'm going to go over what I feel like most people are going to use, because the practicality for me, you're probably thinking, but you got this nice camera, how do you use it and why do you use it? Well, I use it for this YouTube channel for one. But for me, the other thing that I immediately thought when I saw this product was, I travel a lot. You know, I've been all over the place. And if you travel and you try to get content, you have a setup like this, very nice, but huge and cumbersome. This right here, being able to take this and travel and have, you know, mics set up to it nicely, you get very good content quality out of it. I'll show you some clips. But having this condensed down to such a small package, like, look at this. This is nothing. This is fantastic. We do our podcast. You know, we travel with this, and trying to set that up on a table with food all over the place, and going inside of buildings, and, you know, everybody gets flaky when you have a camera, you know, huge camera, and, you know, like, oh, don't put me on camera, you're not supposed to have that. I'm like, I know my rights. This is dope because you could just take this and set it down, and nobody's going to ask you what that is. You know, they probably will, but they probably won't understand that, oh, this is a professional camera. They're not going to think that. So it's been so nice to be discreet with this product, and I love it to death. It's those few things are the reason why I get it, and the reason why I think you should probably get it. Actually, the last thing that I really do like is that the DJI app, Mimo app, is how you control all this. So if you want to set up a camera, set up this Pocket 3 and get more, there's a glamour feature or anything like that, transfer your files directly from the DJI Pocket 3 to your phone if you want to get that content out there on social media ASAP, or whatever you want to do. If you want to use your phone for another, probably should be like higher up in the list, but dope reason to get that, because the DJI Mimo app, fantastic. Content creators, you're gonna love it. I promise you that. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. No Christmas. Now the butt. Actually, we're not doing the butt right now. That's pause. So let's get into some of the cool things. So of course you got the flippable screen, and here's the cool thing about the screen. When you flip this screen, watch this, it turns on, and you can see, look at the gimbal. Just start to move. You see? Hold on. Cover my face up. You see? It's going. Pretty dope. So right off the bat, this thing just loads up and just goes. And by default, when you get it, it actually, when you flip the screen on, it turns on. But also, if you flip it down, the default is it turns off. Now, I turn mine off because I don't want to, have that turn off. You do get like a bit of a timer on it to stop it from doing that, but I don't want to think that much. You know what I mean? That's why I'm getting this thing. I don't want to think that hard. So I like to just kind of like be able to transition between, horizontal and vertical whenever I'm shooting content. So that right there is really dope. But if you use any DJI product, you know that they love the screen swipeable technology. If you swipe down, that's where you get all of your different settings. You can change, one thing I like is the custom profiles. You can set up a custom profile and kind of switch between those. I don't know if you can see that, but pretty dope that you could do that. A ton of different things. You can switch the style of gimbal. Do you want it to pan follow? Do you want it to lock on the tilt? Do you want to do FPV? You could switch that to however you like that to be, which I think is very cool, especially for somebody who doesn't do that typically, like new content creators. If that's not in your bag, it will be now with this. So adds a different layer of creativity that you can use with this, and then a bunch of different settings that you can use, choose from. Like, for example, if you want to have it where the screen locks orientation, you can do that. If you want to change the brightness, you can do that. And that's just the top swipe down menu. If you want to swipe up, that's how you change. Let me do that again. Swipe up, you can change the style of video you want. 4K 24 all the way up to 4K 60, 2.7K 1080p, whatever you like to shoot in, you can definitely shoot in that. They have a 4K 48 and 4K 50, which, hey, if that's you, that's you. But then also, now here's where the really cool, really cool stuff comes in. If you swipe from the right, you get what's called their pro menu. And in the pro menu, you could change things like the focal range. You could change the white balance. You can change all kinds of things. All you got to do is hit the pro, and now you get the exposure. You get the color palette. This shoots in D log M, which is really cool. And again, if you are not a new creator, if you are a new creator, and you don't know what any of that stuff is, at least you get to try it out. And it's a whole other world of, color log. And that's really cool. So people like me, you can color grade your photos and your photography and videography. So really dope that you can do all that, and you get all those settings there. But then swipe from the left, you can actually preview. Oh, hey, there we go. Just previewing what I'm doing, and the audio is pretty loud. You could preview the videos that you've already taken. Like, look, let me show you. Look, if you swipe up, you just keep swiping up through the video. Yeah, you see? Pretty dope. And you can kind of review all the stuff there. Honestly, so sick. But on screen, you got a few things here that are really cool. You got the SD memory card. Oh yeah, it takes an SD memory card internally. I feel like 2023, 24, that's nothing new. I shouldn't have to say that, but it does. It has it. And you can see how much time you have left on recording or pictures or whatever you have. In the top right corner, you got the battery percentage. In the bottom left, you got more camera options. So if you click that, you can swipe between your different camera modes: low light, slow motion, time lapse, so on and so forth. Pretty cool. I'll demo that camera, obviously. But then on the on here, you can actually switch orientation, and I'm going to show you that here. Also, I'm going to switch the gimbal, and now look, now it is facing me, and that's where even more of the magic comes in hand, because if I double tap the screen right now, I can have active track enabled. And now, whenever I move this, it just follows my face. Really cool. Really cool. Like, I'm telling you, for a content creator, this is honestly the way to go. And in 2023, at the very tail end, really last couple quarters of the year, this thing is probably at the top of my Christmas list. Honestly, if I didn't have this, this would be at the top of my Christmas list. It should be at the top of yours. If not this year, get it next year. Tax refund is coming. Spend $800 wisely. I mean, do whatever you want to do with your money, but I would definitely like this. But now here's the cool thing. Here's a cool trick that I have with this. And this is a pretty nice depth of view. But you also get like this little carrying case, which is really cool. And I'm going to set this tripod down so I can do this demo. I got y'all seeing a lot of your boy right now. It comes with this carrying case, which is really cool. It's minimal protection, right? You can hit the mic on there. It's, I don't know. It is what it is. Not too much to talk about this, but what's inside of here when you get the creator bundle is actually really cool. You actually get a magnetized, like you can see this right here. I don't know if you can see. Look right there. That's a lens, and this is a wide angle lens. And you see, I just snapped it on there. It kind of lost focus on me. Flaw. There we go. Got it back. But you can see, look how much wider that this view is. It's pretty dope. Pretty wide angle view, and you can see more of the room here. And it's just magnetized, which is really dope. You also can get the Black Pro Mist, and Pro Mist is, you know, kind of makes the light blooms. And like if you see this light right here, that would probably have a little bit more fuzziness to it. It's a nice little feature that people like to use. Really dope. I actually like that a lot. And you get all that with the creator bundle. Now let me take that off here, and you can see the difference in range. And this just magnetizes right back in there. You hear that? It just magnetizes right back in there. Pretty cool. Like that you get all this for $669. I'm telling you, this is the way to go. Oh, also, you get this battery. And I'm doing a good job of selling this right now. You get this battery here, which is an extended battery that I actually really like. And it helps out, especially if you are going to be out and about all day. Don't know any of the real big specs on it, but it gives you a sufficient amount of battery, extended battery time, charging, things like that. Really dope. Really dope. I'm going to go back to this camera here, turn this off, and look at it. Pretty dope. Pretty dope that it just turns off and closes back up. And so amazing in what you can do here with this thing. One last feature that I really like about this, and that is really cool, because this is also able to hook up to your computer as a webcam. And if you just plug it in, I don't know if you'll be able to see it. I have B-roll, and if you powered it on, you get the option to select webcam, or you get the option to select data transfer. So if you want to transfer what's on the camera. So pretty cool. But however, those are all good. Now the but. Now the but. And there's some buts that I have about this Pocket 3 that I think you should know about. And they're not detrimental at all. I still firmly believe that this is the product of the year for content creators. I truly believe that. However, there are some things that you should just know. For example, this tripod base only attaches to the little extender piece, and I'll show you here, that comes, that comes with the kit. Also, this also has USB on it, but it also only has the 3/8 thread on the bottom here. The gimbal itself, the Pocket 3 itself, doesn't have a thread on the bottom of it, which, if I just wanted to do this, I get that you want to keep it pocket sized, but if I wanted just this kind of connection, why didn't you do that? Like, that's a question that I have. Not mad, but Why did you do it like that? This seems unnecessary because you can lose this, and I don't like things that you can lose. So that's thing one. Thing two is that if you wanted to, yes, it comes with the microphone right here, which I was playing audio. You can see it sounds good. 32-bit float is fantastic. However, you can hook up the Rode to this or any other mic that uses USB-C. And that is a huge plus because you can get the audio that you like if you have a particular type of microphone that you like. Now, with that, if you have a mic that uses power delivery, it will drain the battery to no end. You will basically cut whatever battery life you have out of the Pocket 3 almost in half. That's not scientific, but that's what I'm telling you. I've done it with this because I love the mic audio and I like to have it directly baked into the video since I know, what's going to happen and I don't want to do all the post edit things. However, I did that, and if you hook it up, your battery will absolutely drain. Now, here's the worst part about that. Just as something, please don't let this happen to you. So I'm telling you right now, if you use the extended battery, okay, and this gives power to the Pocket 3, and if this dies out and you have your mic plugged into the back of the extended battery and this dies, you won't have any audio. It's happened to me on a couple shoots. Now, granted, they were not big shoots. They were like Instagram reels and we caught and figured it out. But man, let me tell you, if I was doing something that was semi-important and I wanted to and I couldn't get that back and I couldn't go back and do it, I would have lost my shit, y'all. I swear I would have lost it. So just know that if you are plugging something in that uses battery and this dies, or if this dies even with something that doesn't take power, you will not have audio. That's that one is almost like a fatal flaw. Y'all should have figured that one out. Like, give us something to turn off the power delivery. And maybe there is, because I know there's a power delivery setting, but it don't seem like it do anything. Like I've played with it enough, pause, and it just doesn't do anything. So I don't know. Somebody else out there, if you know, please holler at me. I'm more than happy to learn something new from you. The last thing is this gimbal kind of moves. This is off, but like, look at it. That's kind of flimsy, y'all. Like it feels like when you put it in this case, you kind of have to line it up almost right, and then the gimbal itself moves like this. Like you hear that? Like I don't know. It just, that right there just seems like you could have, look at it. It came out again. I don't know. It feels like you have to do a little bit much with this and it could break. So those are my only three huge things that I wasn't a big fan of. So that's that. Final thoughts on this bad boy here. Yes, but is what I said at the beginning of this video. And it's a bigger yes than a bigger but. And that's rare in these days. The yes is overwhelmingly. Should you get this? Absolutely. Absolutely. The little things that I mentioned that I don't like are little things, right? One of them is kind of big. The fact that it feels like the power just drains when you use your own mic. Maybe that's, DJI is not using their own product. I don't know. That's neither here nor there, but they're minimal in realistic, terms of it. So I would 100% say get this product. If you are a brand new creator, there is so much to offer in such a little device. Look at it. Look at my hand. Like, look at it. I almost dropped it. But look at this. Look at it just sit in my hand. Like, look at it. That is fire. Like, and you can take this, put it in your pocket, and you really can't go. It is a pocket device. So I know I talked a lot, but there was a lot to this. That's why it took so long to put this video out. And I know this is like a couple months old already, but hey, and I had it day one. I just wanted to make sure I got it right before I came to y'all. So that's the Pocket 3. I'll have more on it because there's some other cool features that I actually want to display and show you. So that's that. But some good news. So some good news. I told y'all last week that there was something that I wanted to tell you on that you all were going to like. And it is, I was on Netflix, y'all. Like, the show is called High on the Hog. It's season 2, episode 1, representing Chicago. And that is a childhood dream, to be able to represent Chicago on a great stage. I know everybody got something sweet to say about this city, but it is the greatest city in the world. I will die on that hill. Go check out the show. My life has been fantastic, you know, since the week that it's been out. And it just feels unreal. So I know I don't have a lot of followers, but any support is good support. So thank you from the bottom of my heart of any kind of support that you've given, even if you're just brand new to this channel. I truly appreciate it. Being on Netflix is, me saying it does not even feel real. So with that, that's the good news, man. If nobody told you, I'm going to tell you. I love you. I appreciate you. Ain't nothing you can do about it. May your 2023 end strong. 2024 be great and beyond. Until next time, go get the Pocket 3. Put that on your wish list. I'm out.